Yo guys, what's going on? Nigiri here. So in today's video, we're pretty much going to be talking about how to get Suna, everything related to Suna, because this fruit is not going to lie, it's crazy. All the AoE moves is insane. The only downside about Suna is it has no hyper armor moves, but that's completely fine. I feel like this fruit would do well in PvP if you guys want to try it out. But I do recommend you guys getting this fruit. It's really insane. If you want to trade it, go ahead. If you want to do the quest, go ahead. I will be talking about how to get it from the quest and all the parts of the quest. But yeah. Also, I do want to put out there that 97% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. Please do me a huge favor by hitting the subscribe button and notification button down below. It helps out a ton. Also, I will be putting my new Discord link down below in the description so you guys can join up on that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Without further ado, boys, see you boys in the next one. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so we are going to first talk about the fruit in its current state, and then I'll get on to, explaining how to get the fruit the best way I can, and etc. So right off the bat, it's a sand fruit and it has a lot of AoE moves and it's pretty good. The only downside is that it does not have any hyper moves. I'll get into that later. But the good thing about this fruit is it does have a Loga instinct, and you can just activate that anytime and you pretty much don't get hit. You can't get hit until you take a certain amount of damage, and then the Loga goes off, if I'm correct. So that's a good thing about the fruit, but like I said, the downside about the fruit is that it has no hyper armor moves, meaning that the moves can get canceled at any time if you get hit. So if you're in PvP and you get hit by something, the moves will get canceled. And that is the huge downside, because I think that this fruit should have at least had like 1 or 2 hyper armor moves, and it doesn't. But I guess it's okay because the fruit is still good itself. But as I said, I'll give this fruit a 9 out of 10. It would have been a 10 if it had hyper armor moves, but it does not. So that's a 9 out of 10 for me. Other than that, the fruit's great. I really do like the fruit. I do think that she just put at least 1 or 2 hyper armor moves on it. Update the fruit a little bit, make it have 1 or 2 hyper armor moves, and then yeah, it's good for me. But pretty much we're going to talk about how to get the fruit if you're not doing the trading route. So the very first thing you're going to need in order to even start this quest is a snail. Now I don't know where the snail drops from. I got my snail from a friend, so thanks to them, I was able to, get the quest started. So pretty much, as I said, you're going to need a snail to start the quest. You have to talk to the snail, and then he's going to give you your first mission. Now, there's like 4 stages or 3 stages, I believe. And the very first stage of your quest is you're going to have to defeat 24 stand users. Now, those are all found in the floating village, and you can just kill 24 of those pretty easily if you have like a move that one-shots pretty much everything. And then right after that, you're gonna have to defeat Diablo, and he's gonna be at the boss spawn where you spawn bosses in the cave. And then right after that, you have to defeat 12 hooligans. Now you can defeat them also at the floating island, or you can go to the portate. That's where they will be at. And then right after you defeated 12 hooligans, you will have to defeat 36 Jujutsu sorcerers. And those are the hard part, because those are going to take up at least 10 to 15 minutes of your time. But as I said, it's going to take a while. You're going to die at least a few times, and that's okay. But moving on from the 36 sorcerers, you're going to have to defeat Dio. And to summon Dio, you're going to need, I believe, just money. It's the same for both bosses, Diablo and Dio. You're going to just need money to summon those bosses. And then right after you beat those bosses, you're going to have to talk to the snail again. Now once you talk to the snail again, he's gonna give you a new mission, and pretty much you're gonna have to kill a traitor. I believe that is the second part of the mission, that you have to kill some traitor and stop him from escaping a tunnel area. And once you do that, you will have to fight Sanji right after fighting the traitor. And the only way to summon Sanji, if I'm correct, my bad. But the only way to summon Sanji is you're gonna need Sanji's cookbook, and Sanji's cookbook is a epic drop rate, but the drop rate is not, that easy to get just because it's a epic rarity. That took me, my first time, it took me like at least 2 to 3 drops, but then the second one, it took me a little bit longer because I needed it again to fight him, because that's where I was at in the part. So right after you defeat Sanji, of course, you will get this arrow on your screen, pretty much guiding you to the desert. Now, right when you get to the desert, your last stage is you're gonna have to fight Crocodile. Now, Crocodile is located in the Albasta area, which is in the desert area, the new part of the desert, and you're gonna have to fight him. Now, keep in mind, you cannot damage Crocodile while the water towers are up. I believe you have to destroy 4 or 5 of them in order to start dealing damage, but I would recommend you guys do all the water towers because it will make it more easier for you guys, because if you don't have, like, you know, Gojo or anything that's just have a lot of attack in it and it can easily kill, you're gonna need to take them all down. Now, as I did say, it's an easy quest. It doesn't take that long. It will take at least up to an hour at best, because that's how long it usually should take, because OPE quest was like 6 hours and that took too long to do. But as I did say, it's pretty fine. There should be no problem with this quest because, you know, OPE literally took me like 5 to 6 hours to do. And I think that once you get this quest done, it's going to be more relief. So right after you defeat Crocodile, of course, he's going to just drop you the fruit automatically. You don't have to talk to nobody like you did with Dual Flamingo. You just get the fruit and you're going to hold it. And then that's pretty much it of the whole entire quest. But as I said, it's a good quest. Also, I do want to say though, there is Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider, if you're trying to get that mount, he is located in the boss cave. So pretty much as soon as you enter the cave, he's going to be on the right side of the wall. And you can go to him and get his quest. And pretty much it's pretty easy. You just gotta like do mount jumps 50 times, stay on your mount for 300 seconds, travel mount distance of 25k or 250k, I believe, and then you have to just deal 10k damage with Magician's Red. Now those are all pretty easy. If you have Magician's Red at least, then you'll get it. And then there is another mount boss which is called Mingo, and in order to even buy anything from him, you're gonna need 1 million U shards. Now I think that's a little exaggerated, because why 1 million? Why couldn't it at least just be 100k or at least 200k at best? But it's 1 mil in order to even purchase the amount from him. But U shards are not that complicated to really farm, I would say, so you don't really have much to worry about. But yeah, that's the quest. Let me know what you guys think about it. I think the fruit is pretty good still in its current state, and it's pretty good. It's probably, goodness gracious, probably going to be good for PvP as well. But let me know what you guys think down below. Is this a W or is it an L? Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, boys, see you guys in the next one.